Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I have been away for a very long time. Hope everyone is doing well. Basically, I haven't been making any videos because, let's be honest, Warships has been going downhill a little bit recently, and I haven't really felt like doing anything. It hasn't sparked any passion to do anything until now, where this is going to be a little bit of a rant. What we're going to talk about today is basically Wargaming is getting really lazy with their design. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below of this video. Basically, what started my annoyance was pretty much the introduction of the tier 10 Yashima, because let's be honest, Wargaming has been coming out with tier 10 premiums left, right and center, tier 9 premiums. First of all, you could buy for money, which they used to say they'd never do, never sell tier 9s and 10s for a premium. But here we are, you can just buy them. And now they're breaking another rule that they made up, which they were saying that the Yamato's guns would be the biggest ever, the 460mm guns. And they're bringing out the Yashima, which has 510mm guns. And I'm just like, why? What's the point? All you're doing, basically, is going, oh, we need to think of something new. Oh no, let's make a ship with bigger guns! What? Like, that's just silly. It's like, you're just getting lazy, Wargaming. You're like, the Georgia, for example. Oh, let's just make an Iowa with bigger guns. Oh, the Ohio. Let's just make a Montana with bigger guns. And then you got stuff like the Alaska and the Puerto Rico. Yes, the Alaska was quite good, to be honest with you, but it's just a cruiser with bigger guns. It's a faster reload. And then you've got the Puerto Rico, which, by the way, what the fuck? Like, I agree the dry dock, whatever you want to call it, was a really good idea, and that, honestly, if you did it over several months rather than just a few weeks, it would have just been a complete success. But the ship itself, again, does play differently than the Alaska, but is just an Alaska-ish with more guns. You're just like, you're not thinking, you're just not thinking through what you're doing anymore. All you're thinking about is money. Now, going back to the Yashima, it does have the 510mm guns, the 20-inch guns. You did lie in saying that back when the game came out, the Yamato was going to be the biggest guns that a ship would have, because actually the Yamato is like one of the only tier 10 ships that actually existed. Although it's going to have big guns, it's not basically going to have anything, surpassing it from the Yamato anyway, because there's no armor to really defeat it. The Yamato had that unique ability to overmatch 32mm armor on the nose plating, and yes, I get the Yashima will be able to overmatch like Russian battleships deck plating. Will it? I don't think it will, actually. It doesn't have enough armor penetration even then, so it doesn't really hold up against the Yamato anyway. So I don't really see the point. Next, I want to just talk about ships like the Smolensk. The ones you can see the replay in the background. This is me playing the Smolensk today, which is another reason why I wanted to talk about it. I did not put much effort into this game, and I got, over 150k damage. I just sat behind an island and spammed HE, and when something got a fire, I just focused on something else. When it put out the fire, I focused back on it until it got another fire, and then focused back on the other thing I was shooting at. So that got a fire, and I got a witherer. Just without paying attention. I was watching YouTube at the same time. I was half paying attention. And this ship is just so damn easy to play. Really. Like, it shouldn't be so easy. And this is another thing which Wargaming has kind of gone back on with what they said. Because when the Minotaur came out, the tier 10 British cruiser, when that came out for testing, it had HE. And a smoke. And armor piercing. And they said, they took away its HE. The whole line's HE, by the way, because they thought it was too powerful, because they were afraid of HE spamming. Yet then they brought out the Worcester, which, again, it doesn't have smoke, but it's a HE spammer with a fast reload. They brought out the Kitakaze and the Harugumo and the Akizuki, which are HE spamming DDs with smoke, and now you've got the Smolensk, which is the same thing again, but you have 16 guns now, spamming high explosive every 4 seconds, or 5 seconds. Like, it's just all they're doing is going back on their word every single time. And it's just lazy design. Like, what I think should be in the game now is you need to balance the ships again. You need to go back through and balance each one individually, because at this point I think you're just pissing off the community. From seeing some videos from community contributors and other people in making videos which are not community contributors, people are pissed off with the way the game is going. There is more HE spamming battleships, there is more cruisers which just people hate, there is everything you bring out people don't like. Like, just what are you doing? I think would be a better idea is stop bringing out these stupid tier 10, tier 9 premiums, which people, yes, I know they're good for your business and they make you lots of money, but like, eventually people are going to have too many premiums to play. I have 100 and something ships and I don't play all of them. And this is while you keep going on about you want people to play low tiers, but then you bring out these events which allow people to just skip tiers like 3 through 7. You can just get to the tier 8 straight away if you're lucky. Like with the new British cruiser one, like I got the tier 7 and 5, but that's after like I don't know how many goes. I didn't spend any gold on it. Like, I don't know who like did, but I don't say it's bad. It's your money, like, you know. But come on, Wargaming, you're just making this stuff up now. Why did you even start doing this? It was fun once, but like, just like, oh my god. If you want people to play the low tiers, stop allowing them to skip it. It doesn't make sense. And you also keep going on about the fact that there's too much free XP in the game, yet you don't let people use it to skip through those tiers on their own accord. Like, it just, everything you do is contradictory to what you wanted to do 3 months before. Oh god, my thoughts are maybe invest into the lower tiers. And when I say lower tiers, I mean go negative, like go tier 0 or below. Like add stuff like the ironclad ships back in the game. Go historical. Start add another game mode where people have ships like the HMS Victory. You could just add that into the game in the sense you have now. You just change the models, make the map smaller, the gun velocities lower, so it's harder because you have cannons. They're not as fast as main battery shells now. Or, for example, go tier 11, 12, like the Yashima that might be coming out. I assume it is. You could go put that in tier 11 because of its huge guns. Add another armor upgrade. So it's all going to be fictitious because you don't seem to have a problem doing that at the moment. And I'll go tier 11, 12. Maybe in the future invest into doing another game mode where it's modern warfare. You have massive maps where you have missile cruisers and submarines, but the submarines actually work and aren't ridiculous at the game it is now. It just doesn't work. It doesn't seem to work. Why can't you do this? Add more fun events. Like back in the day you did like the bathtub events, but now all you're doing is recycling Halloween modes and recycling other modes like the April Fool's events. You don't really see any point in doing them anymore, which is one reason why I started playing the game in the first place, is because you come up with these great ideas for these fun modes, but then you get rid of them. Bring back Arms Race, that was fun. Like, it's a game mode that does not track your progress. People can't get mad about stats because it doesn't matter. It's fun. Like, people can play ranked or whatever, the arms race, they can play that if they want to. It's called player choice, but what you do is add this fun mode and then just take it away again. Like, what's the point? Why even bother? You obviously don't really give a shit anymore. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I am rambling on. As I said, I haven't made a video in a long time because I haven't felt the need to, or the want to, actually, because this game hasn't really sparked any passion for me, but at the moment it's pissing me off. Like, all you're doing is going back on your word about your game, which is just disrespectful to the player base, and all you're doing is treating the player base like an unlimited piggy bank for your desires without actually putting any thought into whatever you do. Okay, I'm going to stop now, because if I keep going, I'm just going to get wound up even further. If you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. I really love to hear your opinion or any ideas, because every now and then I am going to do a podcast and I'll bring stuff up about your comments and see what my guests think about them. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the channel. I'll do some more videos like this in the future, because it's fun to run. I'll also do some normal videos. I like the Venezia at the moment. I'm going to do a video about that soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you again next time.